I want to make sure that what we do is flexible. I want to make sure that we're providing some sort of supporting evidence, that we want to be direct. We want to have an awareness of the individuals we're working with. We want to be respectful. We don't want to make any assumptions, so what we do that, one way we avoid doing that, for example, is pre-tests. So you do a pre-test, post-test. I'm going to pre-test you on your communication skills. So before I go telling you this is how you talk, we pre-test you to make sure that's something you're comfortable with. And then taking ownership on all parties and being engaged. I think those criteria you could apply to any training and you'd probably be pretty successful when you're finished. So,
I think also the good thing about providing supporting evidence is keep having up-to-date information. And I'm thinking in the conflict resolution education, one thing in our program is that people complain that the videos that professors show are
Fake,
fake. And so, although the professor's saying, but it's good information, but if people were falling asleep in it, is that really getting a message across?
I'm trying to remember some of the videos we watched.
We're watching like industry training videos, they're the same.
Oh, yeah.
Or like the
That's
first
what
aid
it
videos
is.
for Red Cross, I mean,
I mean, that's what it is, and so,
and you're paying attention to that. But everybody's visual, I mean, these days, again, with all the, you have to have the presentation.
By the way, thank you for that. Because I do cover all my bases for the most part. Yeah, I am. It only seems like I'm ill prepared, but if you would go to, for example, page number 10. Speaking of visual learners, auditory learners, kinesthetic learners, you can feel free at any point to complete that. Obviously, we're done here today, but you can feel free to print that or to take those out, and you'll get an idea of what kind of, which most people inherently seem to know. I mean, I'm a visual guy. My wife, we printed out instruction or directions to get to our friend's house because they had moved. So on Wednesday, I printed out the instruction. I don't care about the verbal instructions. Give me the map. Because if I have a picture, I will get there. But if you give me words like, you need to take an exit at such and such road. If I miss the sign, then I'm in trouble.
yeah.
And so I like to have a map because, for example, I had a map to get down here to the M-Deck. Well, this way, now when I have to leave, I don't have reverse instructions, but I can look at my map and say, oh, that's a one-way going south. And I can go down Cortland, I can get on Martin Luther, and I'm right back on 85, everybody's happy. So I am a visual learner. But I tried, usually like in this particular training, I tried to give, if we would have done it the way that it was supposed to be run, we would have been having you work on thinking of a specific population. So you might be thinking of your first graders, you might be thinking of a group of lawyers that you may be doing a training for. And you would use this particular model, which is a very simplistic hybrid model of instructional design, where you would analyze your situation, try to identify problems, considerations you need to make. I think that's page 5. From that, you would develop some learning objectives. This is what we want them to know when they leave. I want the parents to understand that if you have a test score that says you're a reading level at 3rd grade, you're probably not going to be an editor for the New York Times without some improvement.
We're supposed to do that
In a positive way.
with respect.
With respect, flexibly. Supposed to be flexible with them. So.